Experience will always trump theory. Now, I understand that if you are supposedly someone in the medical field or someone in physics, some sort of abstract sort of field, theory is obviously going to be much more practical towards understanding first. However, there is a reason why there is a portion of those fields where it's dedicated to just labs, experimentation, trying it out in the real world. So many times you see people who are constantly hung up on the, oh, I need to get a degree for this. Oh, I need to do this course for that. Oh, I need to read this book for that. Is that really going to give you the skills in which you will be able to succeed without trying? Now, don't get me wrong. I wholeheartedly agree in terms of self-education. But self-education also has a caveat that it is useless if you do not try it out and find the sort of output reaction that you get from that. And, school is very good at teaching the fundamentals, knowing what you should know. What are the concepts for it? How does it work? Why does it work? How does it pan out? You need to test it out. Someone who grew up in film. I was a film student in high school where I would have to make a bunch of different film movies or short forms or just sort of film content. What I learned from that was, yeah, I could study all these different great cinematic films and I can do everything great. But if I didn't actually make them myself, how would I learn? The most learning comes from doing and then learning from those mistakes that you made in the past. Well, I actually shouldn't do it this way. Well, I should do it this way. It's because you don't know or understand the caveats of something unless you actually are full force into it. Now, you could be some super genius who could learn it just like that by watching someone. But for the mass majority of people, likely someone like you need to be able to do it first and make those mistakes. And then from there, adjust and repivot. You are not living in some abstract imaginary world. That's just not it. You are living in reality. Honestly thinking of, oh, okay, I'm going to think about how I could do this. Oh, I guess it works in theory. But unless you get that end result out, not only one, will you not know how it pans out, but two, you'll not get the end result that you're looking for. If you want to make $1 million through, let's say, a business where you advertise or sell your advertised services on Google Ads or Facebook Ads, let's say, for example, a social media marketing agency. Yeah, in theory, you know how to make an ad. In theory, you know how to get clients. In theory, you know how to build your entire funnel. But unless you do it, you don't really know because there are gonna be mistakes on the way. There's gonna be little caveats that you couldn't even possibly imagine because you never exposed yourself to it. That's why, like, let's say for sports, you can watch all the film tips you want. It's not how you can do better. But if you don't actually actively break those behaviors and patterns and learn how to pivot and adjust, you're not be able to improve. Experience will show you the direct output within the short term of what your input is. Overnight, you're not become, 100 to 0 or 0 to 100 where you're going to become the best at something. Let's say you watch, Lionel Messi play soccer and you understand little nuances that he does. You're not going to become the best overnight because it takes time building out those experiences and practicality. But when you slowly get better, it's a way to get better versus just constantly thinking, oh, I know how to get better, but you're not getting. Do you see the difference? So just to wrap up this, point, we live in the reality, not the mesh. The sooner you realize that, the sooner you realize that there is no better action to take than now. And at the same time, read, self-educate, understand the theory. If you do not understand that you do not put action, nothing will come into fruition.